What's it time for?
Finding
Facey.
Balance.
Finding Balance.
Oh, gosh.
That's okay. With Facey
and Coley.
and Coley.
Gosh, you're never going to get this
And
right.
what episode is this?
This is number 6 or 7.
6 or 7, and possibly
the
last episode.
Because Coley's getting cold feet, and I'm like, what is the purpose?
I
Are
don't
you
know.
looking for views?
I
And
don't
I
know
think
what the purpose is.
he is trying to get views. So, is that
Maybe.
it?
I don't know.
The temptation. But I don't care, guys.
No, it's about the experience.
It's
right?
almost like
the
a
experience
journal.
that we have.
Yeah, it's a journal for life for us, and something that my children were. No, they're never gonna look at this.
Oh, mine will.
Oh, yours definitely.
Mine will.
Yeah.
Just a hint. Mine could be watching right now.
I know. It's crazy.
And so today's episode, I believe we're going to talk about what's our purpose.
What is our purpose?
Like, what is our purpose here?
Yeah.
On
So,
Earth?
and we're gonna not discuss the process because I feel like you and I have had a lot of life experiences
We have.
that have led us to where we want to go.
Well, to
and-
this point.
And what we're
sure.
supposed to be. Not even necessarily calling, right? We're talking about just the purpose and finding purpose in our own lives. So you go ahead, sir,
Yeah,
and
I will.
explain what is your purpose.
Okay, so, well, one of my favorite quotes is by Mark Twain, and he said that the two most important days of your life is the day you were born and the day you find out why. And I love that. And so I was thinking about this episode in particular and what my purpose is, and I had to think about it for a little while, but then it struck me.
Yeah.
It's like it's obvious. It's like my kids are my purpose. Like those are two of the most important things in my life right now.
Yeah, and that
the
is
focus.
that is a beautiful sentiment too.
Yeah.
I wish that they would appreciate that.
Well, I hope they do.
I hope they appreciate it for what they are, but I can tell they're busy doing who knows what.
Yeah, what is going on over there?
I have no idea.
We have special guests today.
We do have special guests, and today, guys, is the day that we're going to kind of introduce a little bit of Coley
That's right.
into the world. I think at one point people heard me yelling at my 5-year-old, but
Yeah,
now
that first episode.
But now you guys are going to hear us talk about. Oh, me?
You're gonna,
Is it going to be
ask
me?
them a few questions, I think.
Are you staying out of the camera?
I am. I'm going to get
This is
up
gonna
and
be-
let them come
This is
sit
going to
here.
be painful for
And we're
you.
going to find. I think we're going to ask them. And trust me, we have not.
You're a
talked about
camera
this,
hog, yeah. This is
what
going
their
to be hard.
purpose is.
Yeah, and I'd like to know because honestly, as somebody who's a teacher, I'd like to know what are kids thinking first, like at the end of the high school experience, and then the college experience. Because I know for me how hard it was. So I'd like to kind of get an idea so I first can be a better teacher because I found my purpose, which is sadly, whether it is sad or
It's
whatever.
not. I don't
no,
think
it's
sad.
not.
It's not sad.
No, but it's
It's a calling.
yeah, it's a calling. Yeah, and so so how can we all benefit from at least understanding what purpose is for kids that age, especially post COVID?
Right, and so I've got one that's Ella, and Ella is actually a junior in college now.
Yeah, we can have Ella and her
boyfriend.
Her boyfriend. You were
Lou.
about to say significant other too.
I was about to say
And that's a
significant other.
negative, right? It doesn't.
it doesn't
no,
sound good.
It
It
doesn't
doesn't.
sound. I think it sounds fine.
Lou is he's
Lou's the
also
boyfriend.
and they're both studying to be teachers.
Oh man, what are they thinking?
I know, right? So do we want them to come on in? And
Yeah,
I will
come
get
on
up.
in.
Okay, come on in, guys.
And then we're gonna go back. Look at this, guys. We don't need editing. Oh, look at this. This is beautiful. I think I got it. Yeah, look at this. Oh, Luke, you got to get in here, Luke. There you go. Do you see how easy this is? See, I don't need editing. This is as perfect as it gets. All right, so what made you guys even think about teaching?
Family.
Your family? What is it about your family?
Most of them are teachers.
Okay, very cool. Where do they? Well, I won't say where they teach out because they may get hate mail or get doxxed. Because we are worried about people getting doxxed. Okay, so that's an easy one, right? So you're just following into the path of your family. And why significantly Ella, would you want to be a teacher?
Because I love children. And the finances.
Yeah,
Yes.
explain that about the finances.
Because it's really good retirement that comes with it. And at the end of everything, like everything balances out, so you're actually making a lot more money than you think that you would.
Yeah, and I agree with that. I don't think that you can shy away from the fact that there's a stability and kind of safety net you feel when you're a teacher too, that you may not get initially, but then as you get older, man, you guys are gonna be living the high life. Okay, so what do you think, other than your family members, because we know Ella,
Yes.
your father is a teacher, good or bad, whatever. We're not going to judge him.
Good.
Yeah, no, he's incredible. He actually is legit. I know he was my co-teacher for
Yes.
5 years or whatever. All right, so where did you guys kind of start thinking about purpose? Like, when? Because we know in high school it's hard. Because you're just dealing with the bullying aspect, you're dealing with the fads, the trends at the time. When did you guys actually start thinking about outside and thinking about, like, what am I meant to do?
Middle school.
You really think middle school? Oh God, that'd be a dream.
I think for me it was junior or senior year in high school.
Okay, why do you think junior or senior year?
That's when I needed to start focusing on my career. What I was going to do.
Okay, so it's probably be bright if most schools at least stress. You were lucky
Yes.
to get that middle school understanding. I think I remember you were always thinking that would be, but I think by junior year, it's time to start thinking about career. Okay, so here's a question that's kind of outside. How did you guys meet?
We met in.
I'm trying to make Coley uncomfortable.
We met in.
Oh, I've heard the
science.
story.
Yeah.
We met in science class at college,
Ooh, very nice.
and in environmental science with Dr. Lucart.
Was it like at first sight? You guys
I think
just
so.
initially
It was.
knew?
Yep.
Wow, that is beautiful. That is beautiful. Well, thank you guys very much. So you guys are college students. Bound in your calling is teaching. You're planning on doing something. I will make sure you have a job after college. I know if you want one in Chattanooga and I know Coley's going to hook you up with a job because he's got connections too. So you guys are good. So next up is going to be uncomfortably Sawyer and his girlfriend, if he is willing to do that. It's awesome meeting you.
Nice to meet you.
Very
you.
cool. All right, next up, guys, come on in. Oh, this is going to be awesome. All right, so guys, I understand how awkward it is, just a high school experience, right?
Yeah,
So, all right, so what year are you in high school?
I'm a senior.
And what year are you? Oh gosh. Do you guys know what the heck your purpose is yet?
Yes.
You do? Oh my gosh. Okay, so how did you figure out your purpose?
Going to church.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Okay. And how did you feel like you came up with your sense of purpose?
Through God.
Wow. Jeez. Okay, so what is it that you guys are planning on doing throughout your life? What's the plan?
Sharing the gospel.
Okay, so how? What's the plan? How are you going to do that?
Telling people about God and sharing Bible verses and scripture.
Are you thinking about being a pastor or no? Okay.
Traditional careers.
Yeah. What traditional
Doing that.
career are you thinking about?
I want to be an engineer.
I want to be an anesthesiologist assistant.
Legit. That's a good job. Okay, so when did you guys start thinking or finding that there was something more than just ourselves?
During quarantine.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 years ago.
What was it? What experience?
Just had a lot of time to think.
Yeah, that way too much time. That's why I started gardening, guys. And what was it about? Like, when do you think you started thinking about things beyond yourself and started thinking about?
I feel like I've always grown up in church and I've always been exposed to learning about God.
Okay, great. Okay, well that's beautiful. Well, exciting. So, okay, so now it's time to bring the elder Coley back into the picture.
Yeah.
And do you want to say a few words? I feel like
Sure.
we're up to like 10 minutes now.
Okay.
This is
Do you
way
wanna-
past. Yeah,
Do
go
you
ahead.
want to switch?
Yeah, switcheroo.
Switch with me. Okay. All right. Cool. All right. And Emily, do you mind switching out with Ella?
Oh,
Ella, I'm
yeah.
just bringing them.
This is
I'm
a
bringing
good
in the two
idea.
kids right here.
Yeah, I
My
love
two
this.
kids. Okay. Cool. So I'm gonna ask you guys a few questions too.
Oh,
I
don't
think
ask,
that'll be fun.
No, too personal. Don't
Too
get
personal?
too personal.
No, I'm not. I'm not gonna get too personal.
Okay.
So, as a dad, I would like to know if there's anything that you. This is really kind of putting you guys on the spot.
Oh, this
is
is
there
great.
anything that you could look back that you feel like that I could have done better as a dad?
That's a tough question. Put us on the spot.
That is a tough question.
No,
How about
keep
you?
it real.
Yeah, keep it real, guys. For real. Just what's the first thing that comes to mind?
Been at home more?
Oh, being at home more. Yeah, that's true. And that is one thing that I think about, especially when you were little. I was going a lot coaching, I know, with the travel soccer teams. And yeah, you're right. That's a good one. Would you agree?
Yeah, I agree.
Being gone a lot. Yeah, and I went through that phase where I was working like 3 different jobs, and I think that for me there was a time there where I didn't know what my purpose was, right? I think I was struggling with my purpose, and so I was trying to find it through staying busy. That's why I had those multiple jobs at one time, and yeah, because I wasn't content. And yeah, so I'm sorry for that. I wish I was at home more. If I could go back, I would. Yeah, I would for that moment. Yeah, for sure. Okay, so on the flip side, what's something that I did good or that I did right? I mean, when I look at you two guys, I can't help but think about all the positives, and so I'd like to think that I had something to do with that because I am so proud of y'all.
Yes.
Y'all know. So what's something that maybe I did right?
I'd say always being positive, never being negative, and never really letting your emotions come out to the surface.
I guess that's good and bad, right?
Yeah.
I guess that would be good and bad.
Well, not being upset or
Mhm.
mad. Yeah.
You model what a positive relationship with your dad is supposed to be like, and you always pray with us.
That is true. We do like to play, right? Yeah, one thing that some of my very best memories, no matter where we are or what we're doing, is that we always like to go play. You know, we're always finding stuff to do. Yeah, but some of the best memories of my entire life have been with you guys playing.
Yes.
Whether it's like running or just walking and talking or handstands, just like the other day, right? Yeah, those are some of the best moments. Well, do y'all have any last thing? Because I know that we're getting short on time, but is there anything that y'all want to ask me? Can y'all think of anything?
Who's your favorite?
Who's my favorite? God, you know I wouldn't be able to answer that question because they both add so much to my life, right? Yeah. Now, what's hard is trying to spend equal time with both because, you know, I love being with both of them so much, right? Like our walks and talks are so good, and then our runs together, and just I don't know, I'm so fortunate. Do y'all have any questions?
Well,
No questions? Okay, well, cool. Well, I think that is it for finding our purpose. These two are mine. And until next time,
Macy and Coley.
Finding balance.